Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's a little bit of a rainy day today, and I think what I want to do is I want to go check out something kind of a little north of Waco. You may recall a couple weeks ago I went to a farmer's market in downtown Waco, and among the cool things I got there was a collection of cheeses. And when I was talking to the guy at the booth, he told me that he was part of that Heritage Homestead Festival group that was a little north of Waco. You may recall I visited them about a year and a half ago and went to their sorghum festival. And he says, yeah, they got a store on the property and they do tours and actually let you help them make cheese. So I found out where that was, and I'm going to take a drive down there and let's see what's there. This looks like this might be kind of fun. Now this is kind of interesting. This is probably a mile or so up the road from where the Homestead Village was, which is about a mile that way. But obviously these guys have a little bit more property than I had imagined. Now there seems to be a whole bunch of things around here, so I'm going to kind of wander around because I think that's the cheese shop there. So let's see, and they got, guess they do coffee here. Not really a coffee person, but let's go check out the cheese shop. There's also a couple of general stores and stuff over there. I might check that out too. So I went in there was just a woman at the counter, and basically that's just where they sell the cheese. And it looked like they had a lot of the same stuff that I saw at the farmer's market the other day. Now they say, I talked to him because one of the things the guy at the booth said was that you could actually go in and see how the cheese was made and actually help them make the cheese. And the woman said that the cheese is actually made over in this building over here by the white truck. They called that the cheese cave. But they said that they weren't doing anything there today because I guess they're doing some maintenance in there. But we're at least going to go over and look at it and see what goes on. Apparently, like a lot of the cheese they make here is aged for years and years and years. And I guess they keep it in this cave here. So let's see if we can see anything. Cheese Cave, established 1999. Yeah, I guess they're doing some cleaning. So this may be as close as we're going to get to this. Very interesting. We'll have to come back sometime when this is open and see what we can do. See what we can see here. They got a lot of fun stuff over here, though. That's apparently a little boarding house that you can stay at. And like I said, I want to run across the street, because they had a couple of shops over there too. I want to see what they got over there. Now the Homestead Heritage Village is actually occupied by kind of a devoutly religious sect. They're very, very conservative. Consists of a lot of artisans. If you remember when I went to the sorghum festival, they were using, they were making, grinding and cooking sorghum, and there were woodworkers and metal workers and all sorts of good stuff over there. But like I said, it was a very kind of a religious sect. I would call it maybe the equivalent of the Waco's version of the Amish. Although they didn't seem to be quite as averse to the technology as the Amish sometimes are. They had high tech, they had computers and stuff like that they were using, and they sometimes used technology in their processes, but it reminded me a lot of the Amish. Now it's interesting, this is the kind of the back side of the cave, and it makes me wonder how much area the cave actually occupies. Because when I went by over this building here, there's a downstairs area in that building too. Makes me wonder if the cave goes all the way over here, and maybe this whole area is cave. Wonder if it's a man-made cave or a natural cave. There's a lot of cave activity around Texas. So who knows? Might just be a natural cave that they've turned into a cheese aging facility here. Anyway, doesn't seem to be a lot going on over here, so I'm going to go across the street, visit a couple of those shops over there and see what they have. Yeah, they got a few things here. I guess they got the market over here. I guess that's where they get all their food and stuff. They got a barbecue place, general store. I want to start off with the general store because I want to see what they have in there. I guess it looks like there's handcraft supplies and stuff over there too. Apparel. We'll go check that out too. Yeah, I remember when I was at the Homestead Village, they were making pens. These are some of the pens I guess they've made before. Now, that's not something I would have expected to see at this place. I have to remember that if I need ammo. Yeah, there's my Instant Pot's great-great-grandmother. Oh, now they got my attention here. Spicy shark sauce. They put the number of fins on the side of it for how hot it is. I guess 5 is the hottest. That one's 3 and 2, and then this one here. They actually got 6 fins on it, so probably have to get some hot sauce here just to see what they think hot sauce tastes like here. Mild. That's kind of cool. It's in a little Texas-shaped jar, but those will fit real nice on my hot sauce shelf. I want to go check the other place out first, and then we'll probably come back here and get some of that. So I got a couple of things of hot sauce. I got the 2 hottest ones I could find, including that one that had the 6 fins on it. While I was waiting to check out, the guy was talking to a woman who was looking at some of the chickens. I guess they sell live chickens here. So we're going to go take a look at the chickens. So yeah, these are some of the chickens that you can get. Like I said, I was listening to the guy inside, and he said basically these chickens, they're about 2 months old, and in about 4 months they'll start laying eggs. And he says that they basically lay brown eggs, kind of large eggs, I guess, and you get about 240 eggs a year. I was thinking about doing that at one point, but I don't know, my mom was kind of against the idea. She didn't think that it would be that good of an idea, but considering the prices of eggs these days, I don't know, might be able to retire on this. So I guess this is kind of the quilt making place here. Get all sorts of supplies. And you can buy finished quilts, or you can buy the materials and make your own. So I don't know. Probably not going to get too much into that, but it's still kind of cool to walk around and look at this. Books that'll show you how to do it. And yes, they teach classes. Look at some of these up on the wall here. That one's probably 10 feet by 10 feet long. Really elaborate work. Look at all this. So I went into the market, and it was basically just a little market. They had a few things that were kind of custom from them, but it was a lot of stuff that you'd expect in a little general store market kind of place. So I didn't really film a whole lot in there. There were some kind of cool things that they had there for, some of the stuff that they harvest on the property here. They had like their own ketchup brand and some of their own hot sauces. But I got the hot sauce in the general store place, so we'll go with that for now. I'm gonna actually drive down to the other place that where the festival was a year and a half ago and see if there's anything in there. Kind of a nice little area here. I'm guessing this is all occupied by the Homestead religious sect. That's probably one of their farms there. Nice little hiking trail along here, going the whole length of the area. And if I'm not incorrect, I think this is where the sorghum festival was last year, or a year and a half ago. Yeah, I guess I'm a little turned around on this. I thought this road kind of went down to the area we went into the sorghum festival, but this is actually where they were grinding the sorghum right here. And then that little red building down at the end there, that was where they were cooking it all out. Don't seem to be doing a lot of that today. Now I am a little bit on a mission here. Last time I was here, one of the stores where they were doing selling some of the metalwork, they had a really nice fireplace kit. And it was a little on the pricey side, and I couldn't really afford it at the time. But if I can find something nice, I'm going to try and maybe get a nice fireplace kit. This is where they were doing all the quilting when they had all those manual machines doing all that, the weaving and all that fun stuff. When I was here before, this place was just packed with people, so it's kind of actually fun to come out here. I didn't realize that it was open like this all the time. So, like I said, I want to find that metalwork shop. And I remember that was like down there, I think, somewhere. We'll wander around until we find it. I don't think it was that. That looks like more pottery and stuff like that. I remember there was a pottery place too. That was probably that. That's the basket place, I guess. Unless they completely renamed it and called it Homestead Baskets when it's something else. Obviously a little of their farm working area here, although they don't seem to be growing a whole lot right now. Winter isn't really the time for harvesting anyway, right? Got some sheep here going on here. Yeah, same to you. So this is the forge where they make a lot of this stuff. I was talking to somebody. She noticed I looked like I was a little bit lost, and so she kind of directed me back in this direction. And I think this might be more where I need to be. She was also saying check out the cafe if you get a chance. Apparently they had a regular one that burned down like last Christmas, and so they're in the process of rebuilding that. I'm wondering if that's what this is here. But she said they've got like a backup one that's operating right now if I want. But I think this is more what I'm looking for here. Sorry, I got tangled up in a twig there. It wouldn't let me go. Yeah, this looks like more what I was looking for. I think it might be that building there. We'll wander around and find out. It's actually a nice day out. Okay, pottery. Can't read the sign on that one, but I think it was this building here because it seemed to be kind of a general store that had like furniture and that kind of stuff in it. All right, so I did find a fireplace kit, kind of a nice one. Like I said, I was really impressed with those when I saw it initially, because it was, just something that was clearly handmade and one of a kind. It was a little on the pricey side, but you know what? I've been a good boy. I deserve one, right? All right, so I'm back from the Homestead Village. These are the two hot sauces I got. This one's called Megalodon, has a Carolina Reaper pepper. And like I said, they grade their hotness by the number of shark fins they put in. So all of them have a scale of 1 to 5 shark fins. But then there's this stuff here, and I've never even heard of that kind of pepper. But they call this one part of their 6 fin series. So it's got six shark fins on it. So these are going to both be radioactive hot. I know. I'm looking forward to trying them. And like I said, I think I'm just going to start having a hot sauce collection. That's just what it's going to come down to, right? I also told you at the time that I was on a little bit of a mission to find a fireplace kit. I remember when I was there a year and a half ago for their sorghum festival that I saw some really beautiful handmade fireplace kits. And so I went back and looked for them, and look at the metal work on that thing. That's amazing. Look at how beautiful that is. That was handmade by somebody, and it's got a nice little shovel, a little poker, and then like a handmade broom. So yeah, that's going to be a nice addition to the fireplace. Beautiful, isn't it? Holy cow. Very heavy too. So you know you got something good there. That'll last some time, right? Yeah. So we really didn't get to see any cheese being made, but that was still kind of a fun trip. Saw some kind of fun stuff, and like I said, I've wanted to get one of those fireplace kits ever since I saw that in the Sorghum Festival vlog I did a year and a half ago. So it was productive. I got some good new hot sauce and a beautiful fireplace kit, and I think that was a good day. So I think that's all that I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.